I think that I like that we didn't have to mortgage the farm and we made a move. And I always say this, I like to negotiate. I will negotiate anything. Okay. Anytime of the
negotiate.
week. And everybody feels like they won and everybody feels like they lost. So to me, it was perfect. It's exactly what you needed. Right. And it's like, no one's like, yes. And no one's like, oh man, everyone's like, yes, no, oh, I don't know. I'm worried. I'm still concerned. And let's be honest, it's because our team has been elite average for so long. And we don't know.
When you dropped that term, clearly my channel loved it. They were like, elite average. They've been running with it. When you said you saw my face lit up, I'm like, yo, it's the perfect way to describe what we are right now. We're spot on with it. But even with the move, we're all kind of feeling like, all right, did we get better?
Yeah.
Did we get worse?
We don't know.
We kind of the same. It's like, I don't know.
What makes it great. I think that is it.
All righty. Shout out. Shout out to the intros. Shout out to the intros of the world. All right.
I love it. Good job. Good. With the music in the background. I know that's right. I love it.
Look, I was just trying to add a little bit of spice to it. But shout out to everybody. You already know what it is. What's up? It's the Arthemos Experience. I'm Arthemos and I'm joined right now. We got our crossover live. Had to go back to back with the one and only Tanisha from the Really Flawed Football YouTube channel. Let's get it.
I love this. I'm so excited to be here. And who knew I would be the reason why you stepped your intro game up? Who knew?
No, 1000%. I was over here like, okay, no pressure. But your intro last time was fire. I was like, dang, man, she had the multiple videos, the audio. I'm like, yeah, we've never done that over here. It's usually just still photo, music playing, and that's that. So, yeah, you definitely had me step up my bag, but I appreciate it. It's growth. You feel me? We both growing. We both getting up in this thing, and we actually got plenty to talk about this time as well. But it was funny, man. Me and you, just before we had got on, we're kind of talking about, like, I was a little bit excited. I'm like, yeah, kind of waiting, ready to get intro. I'm like, man, this reminds me of, we about to get intro for the game. I'm in the locker room right now. I'm like, all right, you ready? I'm ready. How you feel? I feel good. You feel good?
Yeah, you're ready. Just wait for my moment.
I'm like, I'm just hyped right now. I'm just hyped. I got 30 seconds left. All right.
So what is that like? Like, so then what do you think? Like, what's your process? So like, let's pretend like that was a game and you're waiting in the tunnel. I'm assuming somebody says, all right, go or whatever, and you run out. Mm-hmm. But like, what are you thinking? Are you like, run, don't trip? Or are you like, what was the first play of the game? Like, what do you think when you're about to run out?
So look, I'll even paint a picture, man, before we even get to like the walking down to the tunnel where you actually see the smoking that's running out, whether it's for the team intro or individual intros. Okay, man, I take it back to when we're at that locker room, we're at our stool and they're telling us to count down. Hey, wide receivers got 5 minutes. LBs, you got 2 minutes. Everybody else, You like, all right, come on, it's almost time. All right, then you hear the, all right, y'all guys are out. LBs, 30 seconds. You're like, all right, now I'm really hyped. So now you open up that door, you start walking down to where you'll see like the Steelers logo on the smoke from where the guys get introed at. And that's that final, you're just like, all right, man, don't make me wait any longer. By now, you might see some of the crowd, they're seeing you, they're getting hyped, you feeling that energy. And honestly, you're just so ready to explode. You're like, man, I'm ready to run out here and just make a play because it's going to be electric. But then we got this phrase where we say, don't blow it in warm-ups, because you are so hyped that guys will literally dehydrate themselves, pull muscles, get fatigued all in that first little 5 to 10 minute warm-up intro period because you're just so excited. Your adrenaline is so high. So you almost have to like reverse psychology and treat it as like, can I keep my body, my mindset, and my energy as low as possible? Because I know once that switch hits, it's over. You can't turn it back off. So you'll see a lot of that. And that's when you see the guys always bouncing around. It's like, yo, I'm ready to go. But you gotta be able to pace yourself, so to speak, man. So that is like, we always say, some of the game within the game. I mean, I've literally seen dudes, man, have to go get IVs because they were so hyped in warm-ups and so hyped jumping around, hollering at people that they got cramps. They caught a legit dehydration cramp. And you're like, bro, where's such and such? Hey, you're starting right now. Why? He got to go get what?
He's tired.
He's tired. Like, what? And this is the God's honest truth. It is not just once. It's happened on multiple occasions with various teammates. You're just like, hey, bro, you got to chill, man. So yeah, we say, hey, you got to be able to, kind of tame it or tone it down. Don't blow your lid in the warm-up section of it, man. But yeah.
I love that. Well, I think that's fantastic. And two, because like for a fan that's never had that experience, we never can access it. We're just like ready for the game, but not because we get to do anything, just because we get to watch. So it's different because I can get as hype as I want to get, I can do whatever, but I never thought about the energy level, maintaining the energy.
I mean, you will literally be fully drenched in sweat just off of a warm-up, and we haven't even talked about when you actually go out there and you play in those games versus the opponent and what that feels like. But you're just so excited because, I mean, for all of us, this is your dream. So when you get a chance to actually go out there, it doesn't matter what day of the week it is, doesn't matter preseason, regular season, you're playing football. You're doing the thing that we've all been doing since we're little kids. I mean, you look at the chat right now, how many people are on, right? How many people are going to join us as this show continues? It's like, man, they do this because of that love and that passion for the team. So for us, we're just getting to take it to the next step of actually being able to go out there. And that's, like I said, man, you're just so excited, so amped up about it.
When does it end? Is it as soon as the ball kicks off? Is it once you're in the first play? Like, when do you feel the transition?
I love that question. That's a great question. Honestly, for me, I transition right around national anthem time. Okay. For me, I'm able to keep it as cool as I could be. National anthem, I'm always looking for my same people. Where's Coach Tomlin? Where's Big Ben? It's usually a line of us, Big Ben, Coach TV. And it was like, when I get there and I'm like, okay, I'm seeing these dudes, they locked in, I'm locked in, I'm feel ready to go. As soon as that's done, I know for me, I get to go ahead and turn that switch on because at various points in my career where I was playing more special teams, I knew first play, I'm out there, whether it's kickoff or kickoff return. But then it's times when you're starting on defense and it's like, you're praying that we, don't win that coin toss or that they put in defense out there first. So now you don't have to hold anything back. You're able to just go out there and just play. But even when you're out there, it's different than what we would all assume, right? We would all assume as soon as you get a chance to kind of, have that big pop, that big moment, you could just let it overflow throughout the whole game and just kind of go play with your hair on fire. But I love that. Can't, because you still have to be able to think. It's really calculated when you're out there. And that's what we say we're more of like an assassin, more of like a surgeon versus just the bull in the china shop where you're just, knocking over everything. It's like, if you're just out there wildly running around without discipline, without technique, without understanding of the big picture schematic of what we're trying to get accomplished, you will do more damage than good. Right. So that's why you really have to manage all of it. It's a lot that goes into the mental part. And that's what you have seen over the past 5 years too, or even past 5-10 years. Teams collegially and professionally would start hiring mental coaches, your mind coach,
psychologists.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Because a lot of it goes into, those feelings, that anxiety that you're feeling, the excitement that you're feeling. Sometimes you're angry because, hey, I didn't get the reps I wanted in practice, or I'm starting, but not because you wanted me. It's because this guy wasn't playing where this guy got hurt. And now you need me. So how do I mentally put those feelings here while still being able to come out here and execute my job to the best of my ability? And those are things that a lot of people struggle with because of the human part. I mean, you can attest to that. You know how it is. I mean, whether we're talking just regular work life or regular just relationships,
you always want to be picked. Yeah, you always want to be picked. And when you're not,
Absolutely.
And then you still have to show up, you're like, I don't do this.
And look, and then the real kicker is this, Tanisha. After that all plays out and you actually make the plays, and then everybody's talking about how great you were, how much they needed you, you're like, really?
Yeah.
You like, really? Oh, so now y'all wanted me? Now y'all are fans of me. Oh, this is crazy.
That's
man.
Hard.
So
but
you gotta be able to balance it though. Definitely gotta balance it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that perspective.
Let's go.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Here I am fielding you with questions. This isn't about.
Oh, I love it. But see, that's the beauty of the dynamic, man. We both were comfortable, man, asking whoever the question. And just like I said, man, just doing what we do. And that is dope. But I will say this, man, even though it is a Friday show, shout out to the chat. I see y'all in the building. I see you. Yes, I do. Don't forget to hit the like button on both channels and subscribe on both channels as well. One time for the coach, you already know that. But on a little Friday action here. So with that being the case, I know when we get it popping off for here, we usually like to do shout outs. All right. If that's cool with you, do a couple shout outs. So congregation, where you tuning in from, let me know in the comment section. where you tuning in from. Drop that, and then from there we'll give you that big boy shout out to start today's show. All right, all right.
The other thing is, I know a lot of people are like wondering where I came from. You guys, you must be new here, okay? This is like my
talk to him, Tanisha.
At this point.
Talk to him, Tanisha.
So
talk to him.
It is because of me, okay? I was like, I need to collaborate with somebody that's in Steelers Nation. I need somebody who better can I get? No, I'm just kidding. No, I really needed somebody for my fan series. And I reached out and I was like, Arthur Moats is never going to reach back out to me. So I'll just try to find somebody else. And I was wrong. So long story short,
we reached back out. We respond.
You did.
We respond.
You did.
Yeah.
Well, because I was like, this is never gonna whatever. Like this is like my pipe dream. Here I go tripping again with my big dream.
No.
And yeah. So you reached back out. So that is where I came from. So this is my fourth show. At this point, I am a regular. Okay.
Yes.
This is what I do. And so for those, I saw a lot of people, they're like, wait a second, who is she? What is this?
Shoot.
So
let's take it even further. History, Tanisha's the first person to do a dual live stream on this channel with me as well. Okay. So yeah, it's a lot happening over here, man. She's pushing me creatively, and it's a great feeling, man. All right. So, like I said, man, I'm always enjoying it, and it's a cool dynamic as well. Then, like I said, man, just to chat with another person that's a part of Steeler Nation that is also in this content creating space. So, shout out to you on that. All right, let me get a couple of these shout outs too, though, because we do see the people coming in here, man. All right, let's see. We got the Mr. Steeler 3447, Homewood, the Winston-Salem. I see you in the building. Shout out, shout out. Got the homie Rod Dollar. He always tapping and showing major love in the 330 Youngstown, Ohio, Mr. Cheryline. Love that, love that. Let's see, we got Mike Hood. Okay. Shout out to Mike Hood as well. Always digging that. And then let's see, man, we might get one or two more on my side. If you got any you want to tap in, I don't know if you got the controller or not.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. I was about to say, I wasn't sure. Okay. But shout out to Sequoia Harris in the Bronx. Gotta love the Bronx. 718 in the building. Hello. And he says, hey, Miss Lady as well. Hi. All right. There we go. Oh, I got baby bro in the building. Shout out to the camo kid right there. This is my actual little like blood brother right here, man, in the 804. But he's dropping the 757. Doug Crib. Shout out to the crib. You already know. Ready? No, baby. All righty. And then actually, shout out to Doc Harris. All right. In the 719. Shout out to Doc Harris. All righty. Like I said, man, major love for the people that are tapping in with us today and everybody that will be joining us also. Like I said,
I'm a playback watcher, by the way. I'm all about the playback. Like I'm a weird content creator that like I will watch film on myself. I will go back and I'm like, what did I say? That was a good point. Or I'm like, I didn't articulate that the way that I thought I did.
Well, look, we always say, how do you get better if you're not self-scouting, if you're not critiquing yourself and seeing what you do well, what you don't do well, what you want to improve upon? Absolutely. That's what makes you a professional in this space right here. So lean into that. Heck yeah. But with that being the case, though, it is training camp time. The guys are officially there. Not just officially there. We actually had practices. We got little clips. We got clips on the internet. Hey, come on now. So if we could, how you feeling that football's back right now, Tanisha? Football is back.
So good. Like I've been trying to play it cool, and I'm like, oh, it's fine. It's the off season. Don't rush time. It's fine. It will happen when it happens. And now I'm like, what was happening in practice today? Who did what? Who said what? Who's there? And I'm like doing the rewinds. I'm like, what does the offensive line look like? What does Broderick Jones look like? What is? Spoiler alert, I was kind of worried. But anyway, other than that, I'm just like, this is so great. Like, this is so great. Even like I was excited that Aaron Rodgers like threw the interception and Patrick Queen was there to catch it. He didn't fumble with it, it didn't fall.
Shout out to PQ, man.
Let's go. Give me all of it. Just all of it. All the good, all the bad, all the annoying. Like it's time. This is what we're here for.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I love that. And more importantly, shout out to PQ. I mean, this is the time where I always say in training camp, you find out are Steeler fans really offensive fans or are they football fans? Because you'll get some people that are like, God dang it, Aaron Rodgers, I can't believe this. And I'm over here like, great job, PQ. I see you buzzing under number one on that cover 3 and actually showing the speed, the hands in, keeping your foot in bounds. Like, what? This is a great play. We need that. I was hyped.
Like, I was like, I don't care about anything. He got it. I will be honest. I will be honest, though. I'm watching every clip because I don't want to see a toss. I don't want to see a single toss. No.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We left that toss in 2024. All right. That
I
toss is no
want to
more.
see.
We didn't forgot about that toss. We're not getting that back. All right. Straight like that. Straight like that.
That is so funny. So yeah, how are you feeling though? Like I know that you were like, how do you feel? Like this is your
Yeah.
time of the year. You kind of are still on go. So what is
Mhm.
that? What does that feel like for you?
Yeah, this is most definitely where it gets like the crazy busy time, man. Obviously, I just got back off that vacay, shout out.
Yes.
But I love this, man. I love being able to see all those clips because for me, I'm a football junkie, a football nerd, a football
Okay.
purist. So literally, man, it doesn't matter what the play is. I'm gonna watch it, dissect it because I want to see what everybody's doing. I want to see, okay, who was the line? You got Jalen Ramsey running from a strength to from the weak side to the a strong side. Okay, so it lets me know that we got some type of traveling situation, but it was also interesting to see him in the slot with the first team unit because
Okay.
we've all been trying to figure out, okay, is it going to be JPJ and Jalen Ramsey on the outside? Darius Slay plays in the slot. Is it Benny Bishop in the slot? Who's going to go to the safety position? But being able to see just that on the opening clip, I'm like, that's what you said you wanted to. This is what the first look we want to see right here. So you're letting me know you're identifying Jalen in that slot as something that you think you can lean on. So that was interesting to me. Then I wanted to see, okay, are we blitzing or are we just dropping into coverage? Because that's going to also tell you the mindset in just terms of the overall identity of a team. Because remember, this is the first play that they have run since what? Mini camp? Since OTAs, right? So it's been some time. So it's like, you thought of this. This is the first look you wanted to see it. I'm like, I like it. That's the nerdy in me. That's the nerd in me. I'm like, okay, how's my safety coming down? All right, is he inserting on the hook? You know what I mean? And that's how I'm knowing, okay, that PQ is supposed to buzz out there, or is he buzzing outside and PQ is supposed to be inside with Peyton Wilson? Like, I want to know all of that. So that's the thing that I enjoy about this time of year right now with all the clips, and not just with Steelers, just league-wide. But then also getting the access to actually go up there and see these dudes in person, man, with the open practices and stuff like that. To me, like I said, I love football being back. Like I said, you see this smiling on me, right? I feel like a little kid over here, like, where's the grass? And I want to go get my football pads, go cut the grass like I was a little kid again, man.
It's home for you, right? Like this is what you do. It's like,
this is my comfort food. This is my comfort food right here. Absolutely.
I love it. Well, that's good. I will say too that I always look for, me, like the nuance things too. So like okay, I don't care. I want to see, how does Aaron Rodgers throw the ball down the field at all? What does that look like? Like I said before, are we doing tosses? Are we even practicing that crap? Like I want to know.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at that. And then I'm also very curious to see what Will Howard does. If he does anything, if he randomly comes in, like all of these little things, because Aaron Rodgers is older. I don't expect Aaron Rodgers to do every single play all the time, always with the first team over and over and over, because he doesn't have to. So I'm curious, does that mean we're going to see a little bit more of Mason Rudolph? Are we going to see no Will Howard? Then Will Howard's going to kind of make a move. Like, I'm just curious. I'm not saying he's going to start again, like I'm not here to say that, but I want to see those guys. Like, I want to see it. I want to see. He was a draft pick. What does he look like?
No, you're absolutely right. And I think that's the unique part too about with Aaron Rodgers being older. He isn't, like you said, going to take all of these reps in practice. So it's going to open up the door for Will. And more importantly, I look at Will and I say, man, less about the training camp part, more of when we get to the season portion. That's the guy's going to take a lot of those practice squad reps where you're going to be going up against the number one defense. And that's the area where I look at him and I say, that's where he's going to get a lot of his improvement. That's where he's going to really be able to make a case to the organization that he is a guy that you can trust. He is a guy that should get more opportunities with the better units offensively. But during training camp, it's a different setup because they go ones versus ones, twos versus twos, threes versus threes. So in training camp, he's going out there with guys that we're questioning if they are even going to make a roster, let alone if they're good enough to elevate or make you play well. But when he gets to the actual season and now he's on that practice squad situation, granted, those players still aren't the best of the world, but they're still a certain level that we look at the practice squad guys. When we say they're still a cut above that third unit that you get in training camp, where like I said, it's 90 guys on the roster. So you just know 30 of those guys realistically should not, are not going to make a roster, are not going to be on NFL field when the season starts. So that's the part that I look at Will and I say, training camp, survive. All right, do what you're supposed to do, survive, show up, be on time, whatever up you get, make it the best. But in seasons where he's really going to get his chance to kind of climb and make some moves in, who knows? Injuries do happen, situations happen where down in the season, you can get an opportunity. And that's where you'll want to see if he's prepared or not. But I think early on, this is Rodgers, man. We're looking at Rodgers like, stay healthy. Get your Achilles massage every day. All right. Hydrate. We learned last year, burn any sled that a QB even thinks about pushing. Okay.
We're not doing that.
Let the QB push a sled, I'm gonna uppercut him. All right. No. Get it out of here. Okay.
Leave him alone. He's 41. Okay.
We haven't learned anything from a year ago. QBs do not push quarterbacks. They don't push sleds. Don't touch the sled. Nah. We ain't got time for that, man.
I love that. So did you see your super chat come through?
I did. I was about to
read it.
I know how you felt. I know how you felt about it. I know. All right.
I can handle it. Only because it's a great song choice. Only because it's a great song choice.
well, shout out to the homie Sequoia Harris did it because Tanisha green lighted it. We gonna read it, all right? Because I was over here like, I don't know. I don't know how she gonna take this. Okay, you ain't getting me in trouble today. I just don't know how she gonna take this. All right, but she said it's okay. She already got a chance to see it. So, Sequoia Harris, first off, man, we do appreciate the love, man, as always. And you one of the ones that's always rocking up with the channel hard body. But he says, just showing love, OG. I see you have the Black Queen on the show. Oh, she thick. She eat her cornbread. Sweet lady, will you be mine? With the Tyrese voice. Hey, Mos, shoot. Here we go. Lamarvin, 98, let's go. And shout out to Sequoia, man. Clearly, Sequoia and a lot of the guys on my channel, they aren't accustomed to having, ladies be on the stream with me, okay? So, yes, he's a little bit excited about you being on the joint live stream, and they're just really supportive of you, all right? So we're going to that's how we're going to communicate that, you know what I mean? Yeah. And shout out to Sequoia, though, man. I like the fact he went R&B. He went R&B. I like R&B.
I always tell people, like, as long as you're respectful, you can do whatever you want. Just be respectful. That is all I ask.
That's it. That's it.
Just be respectful. That's it. So
she said, I don't ask for much. Just respect it a little bit. Just a little. Just whatever you want to think. Just throw a little extra on that, okay?
That's it. And I can read the chat. So for everybody that's wondering or wants to know, yes, I can see the chat. So just
yeah. Like I said, I just want to make sure y'all knew. I'm like, hey, I'm not putting this up there until she says this is okay to go up there. All right. She cool upside. We're gonna take that out. All right, we do it that way. Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. You know who else I'm worried about? I don't know. I need to see, I want to see Keanu Benton. I want to see what we're looking like. I want to see what we're moving like. I want to see, what I just want to see what it looks like. I just need to see it with my own eyes because I just need to see it. And I think that if he takes a step, I feel like all of our problems will be solved. Because I know everybody gets excited for the new guys, right? The draft picks of this guy. I got it. Cool. I'm taking it back. Like, let's talk about some of these other draft picks. I'm looking at, oh gosh, I hate to say this. I really want our offensive line to be good. I really want them to be good. But I realize that offensive line takes a little bit longer. Okay, it takes a little bit longer to gel. To figure it out. He's on the left side of the offensive line. It's going to take him a little bit of time. He has the intangibles. He came from Georgia. He's going to be fine. We're going to figure it out.
Bulldog. Come on now. Yeah.
But, come on, bro.
So look. He's the person that I'm banking on being my most improved. I need Broderick on this left side to go ahead and he's going to hit us with the men in black, the little flashy thing. He's just going to, boop. We're going to forget everything we saw of him on the right side. We're only going to remember left side Broderick. And I think it's going to be great. That's what I'm telling myself. That's why I'm leaning into it. I just don't like the fact that we've already started with the O lineman down. No, say Malu. I'm like, granted, it's soft tissue. Granted, it's the non-football injury list is not crazy. But I'm like, come on, man, don't start me off leaking a little bit of oil. No. I want to start off with a high note. Yeah.
Please. And and that's what I've done. Everything I see, I'm like, let me rewind. Let me see. Ooh, I don't want to see this offensive line. Never mind. Did he catch it? I don't know what to say. So those are the things. So Benton is obviously someone I'm paying attention to, but that offensive line, I'm so anxious about it. And I just don't even know what to say at this point. But there's nothing I can say. And it's going to take it a minute and it's not going to click. It's not going to be the first thing. It's just not. So I'm just like, okay. Here we go.
It's like that. It's like that. Well, since you dare bring up Keanu Benton, as I told you, this is what I love about training camp. You get the football and you get the non-football. I was just watching how my man was struggling with the Tamagotchi. They gave him one of the little, he was like, he's trying to make this thing work. I'm like, oh, he got to make this thing stay alive throughout training camp. I'm like, I remember the Tamagotchis. All right, I was old enough. That's my time frame. I'm like, yo, that's a whole ordeal you must be worried about, man. All right, don't let that take away from your balling on the field, but keep the Tamagotchi alive because you on camera with the Tamagotchi. He dropped it. I'm like, yeah. So that's what I'm looking at, though. But Keanu, man, as long as he's healthy, I do feel like with the Derek Harmon being here, that's going to create pressure. It's going to create urgency for him. Not in base, because in base, he's the nose guard. We know this. He's going to be starting there. Right. YA Black, younger player. He's going to get some opportunities, but we know that's Benton's show right there.
Right.
What the urgency is going to be created, though, is when they go to sub package. Because now we don't have 3 big D linemen. We're only going to 2. Cam Hayward doesn't come off the field. So are we going with the young boy Derek Harmon, or is it going to be a Keanu Benton? And that's going to be based on which one of those dudes are in better shape, which one of those dudes are more consistent with their pad level and with their production. Because Keanu Benton, year 1, all of those things I just listed, he was super consistent. And that's why we felt so good about him. Yeah. That second year, he kind of started to, let it slip a little bit. And that happens from time to time, especially when you have a lot of success your first year. You just, sometimes it's got to remind yourself a little bit. And I thought that last year was the reminder of, it's not something that is, I did it last year, so it just magically happens again this year. No, we say every year is new. Every game, you're proving it, because what you did last year doesn't count anymore.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I think for Benton, right, and I think for him, he had to learn that. The same with DeMarvin Leal. They both had to learn that a little bit in a rougher phase. And now I look at DeMarvin and I'm saying, hey, man, clock is ticking on you. But with Keanu, it's like, hey, if you want your role to go the right direction and not start to decrease to where you're just playing baseball, you better step it up right now as well. And that's the urgency I think that will be created with Derek Harmon being here. And that should give us more consistency with Keanu Benton, because he's too good of a player, way too good of a player for some of the plays that, he did put out there last year. And to me, that's just, I look at him and say youth. I say, man, younger players mentally not always being able to stay on this level week in and week out, day in and day out. And at this level, it will show, unfortunately.
Yeah. And that's all I'm saying. And, I think we've talked about, because we've done this a couple of times. I don't remember which episode it was that we talked about it, but we talked about how our defense is like stellar, right? It's like, we got it. We're good, solid. And then like week 12, 13, 14, and we're like, oh,
come on now.
I thought come on now. Okay, we're not good at that. Okay, we're not good at that either. Oh, okay.
I thought we could stop the run. I thought we could get out to the quarterback. Where's the quarterback hit?
Pass rush.
We usually create turnovers. Where's that splash play? Can we get Renegade? Maybe you got the remix to Renegade. Can you give us the remix to Renegade? All right, give us something. Yeah.
Something. I mean, I remember at one point, like, we just couldn't get off the field. It was like we just could not get off the field. And I was like, okay, so this isn't great.
We all remember the Eagles game. It was like
the Eagles game went on for 9 days.
Hey, look, did they play the whole second half? I feel like they played the whole 2 weeks just on defense.
It was like 9. I thought it was like 9 days. I'm like, oh my god, they still
the drive never stopped. The drive never stopped. They still ain't stopped yet. They don't play 30 right now, man.
God, I know. Oh my god. And then okay, do we need to talk about the toss that caused Najee to fumble?
Look, that was was it the toss or was it the catch? Who was at fault? All
the
right.
Play call. Arthur Smith is at play call. It was his fault. Speaking of, okay, I'm sorry. I just need to get this in here
for a while. Oh, that was such a debate for a while.
I am watching him. I'm watching what we're coming out with in offense. I'm just watching it. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Is it different? Because I'm not going to say we lost games because of Arthur Smith, because we lost games for a multitude of reasons.
Right.
But when I am sitting at home and I'm like, okay, well, I know we're going to run this one because that's what we do. Okay, I know we're probably going to pass this in about 5 to 8 yards because that's usually what we do. Third down.
You said it was 3rd and 12. We're going to throw for 5-7 yards. Yeah, about right. That's about right.
Yeah. And I'm like, so what are we doing, bro? And then I just knew at some point we would be on a great drive. It would look good. And we do that freaking toss. And I'm like, well, there goes 3 yards. Like we're a good offense. I mean, it's like, come on. So it's like,
they say, yo, we could waste this play. Don't worry about it. Just throw the talk. Do it to the boundary, though. Do it to the smallest side of the field.
So
you want Jaylen Warren out there? No, not Jaylen. Give me Najee.
Give me Najee.
We're going to get him with this one. We really going to get him this time.
We're going to trick them. We're going to trick them. They're never going to see this one coming. I'm like, oh my gosh. So this year, I'm like, I need better play calling. That is like, I know a lot of people don't care about preseason. I'm skipping ahead. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people don't care about preseason games. And I don't care about like the outcome of the game. I never know if we win or lose. Yeah. But I know what the play calls are. And I know what those look like. And I just need him to have better offensive play calling. Like, period. Full stop. Like, please, sir. Thank you.
Look, we not asking for much. Like I said, when it was Mad Canada, I was anti the jet sweep. I'm like, do we have success with the play on occasion? Yes, but I can't see the jet sweep anymore. I'm just not a fan of it. Now it's the toss play, specifically the toss to the boundary, the small side where you only got like 10 yards to run it. It's like, man, you got all this field over here that you could toss it, maybe use some speed. We're going to go over here with the big back. Yeah, those. I don't want to see.
No, hold on.
With you.
Do you remember the toss to Cordell Patterson?
I do remember the toss.
What? Like again, I could go on and on about this. But like, let's not do dumb things. That's all I ask. Like Arthur Smith, quite frankly, Mike Tomlin. When you hear that, say no. Yeah. No.
Heck, I'm over here like this. Are you ready for this? I said, look, you want to toss the football? Okay, cool. Why do we got to do this big outside toss? Do that little toss we used to give the L Bell where it's like you're going to toss someone he's standing right next to you and it's still a downhill run. He's sitting in the B gap. Not this, let me try to act like I'm going to run outside. But hey, there's no room to run over here. So now I got to try to cut back. But hey, I'm not the speed back, so I don't have the juice to cut it back across the field. But hey, this was a great play because why you want to call a toss play to the nowhere to run it? Yeah, I'm just like, yo, if you feel the urge that much, that's my only workaround. But I'm like, yo, stop it.
Let's just not do that. Let's just not do it anymore.
Get rid of it. Please, it's a simple thing.
Just throw that.
You're not fooling nobody.
We're done.
You're not fooling anybody, man.
We're done with that.
Absolutely.
We don't have Derrick Henry in our team. Like, we don't. So let's not act like we do. Anyways, okay. I'm done.
Shout out. All good. And look, we got a couple more supers that came in here as well. So let's tap in with them real quick. All right. And these are way smooth. All right. Shout out to the Mike Hoods of the world, man. Shout out to Mike Hoods. You know, it's always love with you, baby. And he says, here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Pittsburgh going to the Super Bowl. Come on, man. You know what I mean. Here we go. And he says, very excited about this year. Shout out to the GOATs. We get to. And absolutely, we get to, man. Absolutely. Got to have that positive perspective. And then, of course, we got the homie Black and Yellow still also showing love with a super chat. We do appreciate you for that as well. And he says they put a battery in Benton's back saying Harmon is starting now. And I can see what you're saying right there. I could definitely see what you're saying right there, man. Because like you said, sometimes just having that person that can take your job or having that person that can take your role and make your role, not saying he's going to get cut, but instead of you being the full-time guy, now you're a rotational guy. That creates urgency. That creates that fear of, man, I have to prepare a little bit more right now. Hey, let me make sure I got this rep. Even though we say as a professional, you shouldn't allow things to, dictate your preparation and dictate your focus. For younger players, it happens because they're humans. So it's like, man, how do I create different things that are going to offset that human element? And bringing a guy like Derek Harmon and drafting him in the first round for sure does that. Absolutely.
Even what was the guy from Iowa?
YA Black. Absolutely.
Another one where I'm kind of like, all right, little competition never hurt anybody.
That's your nose tackle. Yeah. So it's like somebody. And the reason I like the way that they went about it, they didn't get, the YA Black type in the first round where they're saying, hey, this is a direct nose tackle. And that's the position that you specifically play in base. And we're going to take you out of there. No, they went and got Derek Harmon. They said, that's the guy's going to play to your left, right? You got Cam to your right. But this guy, for a fact, is athletic enough and productive enough as a pass rusher that he will take your spot on third down.
Yeah.
Now you look at YA Black and you're saying, hey, we didn't bring him to take your base spot. He's supposed to be your backup. But just know that is there. And just know he is good enough that if you are not playing to the best of your ability, we feel confident putting him out there. That's the dual side of it. And I'm like, Steelers, y'all slick. That was smooth. I love like that part of it. And that's like, just like I said, the game within the game. When you look at it, you're like, that move is for this. This is also for that, but not as much. Like it's not as hot right now. But that's another one where it's, hey, we let you know, Benton, we want more from you, more consistency, because you're worth too much to this team. But if you can't give it to them, then they're going to have to find alternatives. And that's, the beauty about building the roster, the GM part of it. And that's what we, do when we're talking about just covering the team as much as we do.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I'm just, like I said, I'm just excited. I mean, they're out there, right? They're doing their thing. Hopefully nothing dramatic happens as far as the I word. I won't even say the word, but the I word. But yeah, it's just nice to have them be back out there and see what they have going on. And, just like I said, every clip, I'm overanalyzing it because I don't have anything else to analyze. Okay. So I'm going to overanalyze it right now.
Football finally here. Like, this is why we do what we do. And it's fully accepted. It's fully allowed. This. Look, I'm anxious to see the stats when they hit you with he was 12 of 13 and passing for today's practice. You're like, bro, how'd you get that? Is that 7 on 17 reps including?
I never know. These stats are so weird. Like randomly people are like, yeah, and he was this for this. And he had 3 tackles. I'm like, they're tackling. So where'd you get the 3 from?
How do you get the strip like it was in the pads?
Yeah, I'm like, how did you associate that with a tackle? Because he touched him as if that works. So anyway,
we've had plenty of times, right? Yeah. If you get 2 hands with the guy, he's going down every single time. Yeah. Sounds good.
Works like a charm.
Sounds real good. Sounds real good. Yes, indeed. But yeah, for those that don't know, man, join right now. We got the dual live stream going on both channels. Arthur Motes over here with the Arthur Motes Experience, and then Tanisha from the Really Flawed Football channel. Let's get it. Let's get it. And for those of you that are just joining the stream, make sure to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel for both channels as well. But we also know that we've been talking about this wide receiver 2 situation, leading up, and we're like, okay, how we feeling? Is it going to change? Are we going to sign somebody? It's like, nope. All right, we traded somebody, signed somebody. We're going to get to that in a little bit. We got that deal done. Had to get that done. But it's like, all right, here we are. A couple days in the training camp now. How you feeling about these wide receivers? This wide receiver is not named DK Metcalf. Let's get to the root of it, right? Yeah.
I mean, we need another one. Another one would be great. Another one would be great.
I like how you pause like you was about to give me something like, I feel good about it. We need another one. Another one would be great.
Another one would be great. It's you know what it is, too? This is one of those things. Have you ever thought something where you're like, I want to be wrong? Like, I want to be wrong that I'm overreacting, that I don't know enough, that I want to be so wrong. In week 5, you say to me, right, you say to me like, hey, we're actually okay. And I'm like, you're right. I want to be so wrong with this. It just doesn't feel right to me. I just feel like we're missing a real wide receiver 2. I just feel like we're missing it. And that's just how I feel. I don't know. I can't shake it. I don't know. I just it looks kind of scarce. It looks a little like him and him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying not to do like last year where I was like super just pessimistic about the wide receiver group. I'm like, it was GP and company. Like, I think we got guys, but just not enough guys.
Yeah.
And right now I'm looking, I say the same thing. I'm like, I love DK. But I feel like with Calvin, with Roman, and even with Robert Woods at this stage, they're more accessories than like main pieces. Yeah. And when I'm thinking of opposite of DK, I still need some type of main piece, some type of like, I feel confident in this. Yeah. I don't have that. And as much as I want the optimism to be, hey man, it's going to be Calvin, I just personally haven't seen a lot of under 6 foot wide receivers play on the outside and have success. Like, no disrespect, but that's why even with a Deontay Johnson, when we talk Deontay, the reason why he was so good out there was because of his releases, how detailed he was with the route running. If you're not going to be able to create the separation, Deontay Johnson style, even Antonio Brown style, you typically see those smaller guys play in the slot because, you can't get off the line with some of these 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2" corners with these long arms. So that's the part where I'm looking, I'm saying Roman Wilson's small receiver and hasn't played.
They look small. That's the other thing. I mean, obviously, I'm not there. I'm just watching videos.
Small. Right. Steve Smith was compact. He was
They
compact.
like
He's
look
not small. Right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching and I'm like,
even
okay.
Joe McMillan isn't small. He's compact. He's not small.
Well, I always say when I'm looking out there and I can the difference between size between our corners and our receivers, like it's off. Like, it's supposed to be the opposite.
The JPJ, Corey Trices of the world, the Jalen Ramsey, you're like, bro, we have like straight aliens that play corner, and then our receivers are like 6 foot, 5'11", 5'10". You're like, God, dog, bro.
And
like,
then I always say too, like on the flip side of that, like that's what our defense is going against. So how is that also helping them? It's like everybody has to get a shot at DK, rotate, so we can get some like good reps in, because we're playing on a bunch of 5'11" guys. Like, and if you don't dominate them, now I have a question about you, because now I'm wondering.
All right, come on now.
So yeah, I just, even if it's for but again, we're the Steelers, right? And we've been saying this. So now that we're speaking it, you know what's going to happen. Okay. So like,
so far,
send me an email next week. Okay. We'll get that wide receiver too.
Right? We're hitting right now. We're hitting right now. That's all I know is hitting. All right. And the thing is this though, and I don't want people to get confused with, our messaging too. It's like, we still do have confidence in a Calvin. We have confidence in Roman and in Woods, but it's just the level of production that we're anticipating from those guys. We're just a little bit more of we don't see those guys based on what they've shown to this stage. They're going to hop up and be 800, 900, even 1,000-yard receiver right now. And when we're talking about that wide receiver 2, that typically is what you're getting. 600, 700, 800. That's what we're hunting. And for Robert Woods, has he done that before? Yes, but it's been, some years removed since then. Does Calvin Austin show potential that he could potentially in the right situation? Yeah. But in this situation where you're saying go be the number 2 and DK is over there, it's like, I just don't know if that is going to be able to deliver every single week. Now, I'm with you. I would love to be wrong. And Calvin's my guy. So even like personally, I'm like, I would love it for him. But I'm just like, I got to see that first, man. I just got to see it first.
We talked about it. If DK Metcalf, something happens, right, and his shoe comes off, so he has to run to the sideline for a series, what do we look like? Yeah. And if you can honestly say to yourself that with DK out, you
still feel confident. Like? Yeah.
Good for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I will be at home being
you're
like,
a soldier.
oh gosh. Yeah. I'll be like, oh gosh.
Yeah. You're one of the people that says, hey, look, that's the person that's like, I smile in the face of death. I ain't scared of nothing. Clearly. Yep. You don't. Yeah. You have no fear. Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm
over here with you. Yeah, I'm over here like, all right, we about to just run the ball the rest of the time now. What's this situation looking like, man?
We're gonna, what we're gonna do? We're gonna toss it.
Oh Lord, don't you start this.
So I have a question though. Is a toss considered a pass from the quarterback?
No, it's still
handoff?
Still considered a run. Okay. But this is the weird part though, right? Toss play considered a run, right? But when you watch that same play out of the shotgun, and they do the little shuffle, the little flip, that's considered a pass. Even though it travels more distance on the toss play than it does on the little shuffle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Huh. But because one is going forward, but because the toss is forward or the pitch is forward, it's technically a forward pass. So that's why it goes as a pass in the stat sheet. And then the toss, because it's backwards, and that's why if a guy drops it, i.e. Najee, it's the fumble element of it. Yeah. And they're hitting you with who should that be on though? Because the lateral is the backward element. But yeah, they still technically count that as a run handoff element, which is like, all right, yeah. But that was the thing that, because I think it was with Mahomes when he first was doing it with Tyreek Hill, the little shuffle, and they would, catch it running. It's like, oh, that's just jet sweep, man. It's just a run play. And they're like, oh no, it's a pass. He got 5 passes. Like, that's a passing touchdown. That counts as a pass. Like, yes.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. I've always wondered, I'm like, what is this called? It's so confusing. That's why we should never ever call it. Actually, that just brings home the point that we should just throw it away.
I'm with you. Yeah, heck yeah. Let's go.
I love that. That's funny.
All right. Now, let's see. We did bring in a new dude before we, get to the next portion of where we going tonight. But we did sign a new guy. All right. Familiar name also, man. A guy that is already familiar with the AFC North as well, man. But safety Chuck Clark is ultimately who we ended up signing today. For those who don't know, 7-year vet, spent I mean, pretty much the majority of his career in Baltimore with the Ravens. That's the team that drafted him when he came out of Virginia Tech. It was at 2017 time frame, man. But yeah, most recently last year he was in New York with the Jets with Aaron Rodgers as well, man. 12 games, started all 12 as well, man. Let's see, 69 tackles, had a sack, and no interceptions. Had 2 PBUs though in that process as well. But like I said, man, shout out to Chuck Clark, man. Like I said, a guy that we've definitely seen plenty of times. Like I said, over in Baltimore, but at the safety position, have him joining the squad. So, all right. No, but to say, hey, if you had anything you want to speak on him first, I got something I'll talk about, quickly on him. But if you had something, let you get off first. Yeah.
No, you go for it.
All right. So what I'll say is this, man. In terms of Chuck, I think physical safety, tackling safety, Deshaun Elliott is kind of how I view him. Just because in the sense of bigger body, right? 6 foot, 200, like 210, 215 range. But he will hit you. And that's the thing I do like. Yeah, oddly enough, right? But this is a dude that, man, the past 3 years, when he's been healthy, he flirts with that 100, high 90 range tackles per season. So he's a guy that is physical, that is willing to put his face in there. And I think it's going to be interesting, more importantly, when you're talking about guys like Juan Thornhill, because when we're saying, hey, man, if we don't have Minka Fitzpatrick, who are we putting out there, right? So we know Deshaun Elliott is our main guy that we're going to be trusting, whether it's, filling in the down, the down safety portion that has to do some of that physical stuff. But when we want to put, Elliott back a little bit, let him do some of that coverage things that we saw him have success doing last year. This is the other part where that new competition is, okay, it's not just Juan Thornhill. We're going to have somebody else in this mix as well, man, that can push him, that also for injury purposes, if Juan, who has had some injury history throughout his career, you got another guy in here that you feel confident can at least come in here and play and give you some high-level production. Like I said, it's not world beater, but he's a starter. And that's the one thing I wanted to hit home with him. Like, going back to 2019, this dude has been a double-digit starter. Started 12 games in 19, 16 games in 20, 16 games in 21, 17 games in 22, tore the ACL in 23, but then started, like I said, 12 games last year as well. So when we're just looking at that type of pedigree, that type of, you're constantly out there, and it's not like you're playing for a scrub team. You're in Baltimore with the Ravens. Y'all suck, but we still respect you. You know what I mean? So it's like, with that, I look at that and I say, man, that's a quality piece you're bringing in here, man, veteran piece. And I think that as a whole, that should be just another added benefit, another added tool for my man Terrell Austin, man.
Yeah. And he needs to step up too. And so I listen, there's a part of me as a fan that I trust that they are going to bring in the right guys and do the right things. Yeah. When you bring in the guys though, and it doesn't work, then I get to complain. So for now, I will let you, okay, if that's what you thought you needed, you liked him, you got him, he's here. Okay.
Hey.
But
now Tanisha, don't you start this because you know the name that Tanisha, you know the name we always say. We always have about Justin Simmons. All right. We always saying the same daggone name.
That's why I'm saying
the same daggone name.
3.
You got the same alert that I got. Your phone pinged when my phone pinged. We both looked at it and said the same thing. Oh.
And I was like, who? Okay.
All right.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. Again, like I always say, right? I'm in this relationship with the Steelers, and I don't have to like everything you do. I don't have to like everything, right? You get to be yourself in this relationship, Pittsburgh. Be yourself. However, if it doesn't work out, I will have some thoughts.
Yeah.
And I'll let y'all get away with this one. I'll let you. So
it's like for every big move, it's like they hit this up with how you feel about this one? All right. So it's like, hey, we got Jalen Ramsey. We're gonna move on from Minka though. Like, hey, bro, hey, we signed TJ Watt, got the deal. Hey, how you feel about you? How you feel about Chuck Clark? They like, hey, bro, hey, no, man, can I just get all just headline moves? Like, can I get all the ones I like? But we'll see with Chuck though, man.
Yeah, maybe he's a team guy, right? Maybe he's a team guy. He's a builder and he's a connector, whatever. Okay. I can't say anything right now. I'll just let them do their thing.
What I'll follow up with you is this. They do say at times though, I'm just talking to, in terms of the team building process, right? From a roster standpoint, they do take into account that what you just said right there. Is this a guy that maybe he isn't the better player between a Justin Simmons, right? but does he complement a Deshaun Elliott? Does he complement this defense better? And I think that those are the things that is always hard for us as like the fans of it to understand it when it's happening. But then when the season actually gets here and we're actually able to see how these guys are playing and complement each other, now we're like, okay, this makes more sense. Because I remember it was a time where we wanted both Minka Fitzpatrick and Justin Simmons here together. And it's like, that would be great, but who's going to do the Deshaun Elliott dirty work?
Right.
And if you got two Deshaun Elliott's, who's going to do the Minka Fitzpatrick sexy work?
True.
And that's the thing where when we're just talking about like the people that we're bringing in and, you know, why we do what we do, that's some of the stuff that, you know, they're internally thinking about and processing through. So just to give a little bit of the context, but we are going to see because, I was with you. That name, I was like, man, I'm familiar with the name. I know the name, but like, are you sure?
Yeah. Well, and listen, maybe, right? Maybe that's the guy we needed to get for the moment for right now, because we're trying to get a wide receiver too. So we're kind of like, if we had to pick,
come on,
right? So I'm trying. I'm giving the benefit.
I see what you're doing there. I like how you're doing it. I see what you're doing there. Yeah.
So
let's go.
So
let's go.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, y'all already know the drill. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe on both channels. One time for the culture. If you know, you know. Got another super that just popped in here. We do appreciate everybody that is here, man, in the comment section. Supers as well as the non-supers, man. We appreciate all of the engagement, the support, man, for both channels, man. Definitely means a lot. But it's from Roll Johnson, man. Shout out to Roll as well. He says, I've been watching this show for so long. Badge for the track record, which is facts. He says, this is the first time I haven't given a hoot about anything Most has to say. Hashtag Melanin Queen. See what happens? See what I'm saying, man? It's crazy. Keep respectful. Shout out to all the respectful people. All right. Shout out to you, keep respectful out here. All right. Shout out to the respectful people. But yeah, tell you, it's real masculine on our channel. All right. So yeah, it's real masculine. All right. So this is new. It's a new experience. We're rolling it out, guys. All right. We're rolling it out. We're trying to just widen, you know what I mean? Show how we do it. Okay. That's what we're going to. So be respectful, guys. Be respectful. All right.
Listen, first of all, thank you so much that you are here and you are present. I appreciate you. And I will listen to Moats talk and you can watch me. That's fine. That's totally fine. We'll all get it. And then on the playback, you can go listen to him talk. It's perfectly fine. We all win. It's perfectly fine.
Shout out. But with that being the case, right? So we know that, like I said, man, we've had multiple big announcements, multiple big news happening among Steelers Nation. But I'm gonna work a little bit out of order here.
Okay.
But can we talk about the 1933 throwback uniforms that just dropped? Can we talk about the 1933 throwbacks? Come on.
Okay, so I will be honest. I watched your live and I heard your comments and I heard you say you like the old school feel, you like the old school style. And you know what?
Give it to me. I want to shank. I want to smell
when
like
I looked at it, it looks like a bumblebee, like a transformer bumblebee.
You see me? You see it?
Like it has like
you see how it connects to me. You see
like the way the black looks on the top, like the little thing at the top.
The little
it looks like Bumblebee, the actual character.
Yes. Yeah.
So
we're evolving.
Are we like just bring us the bumblebees? Just give the people what they want.
They said no. Bumblebees you strike this way. We're gonna stripe you this way this time. I'm like, all right.
Just
give me some stripes.
And I do agree with you as far as like I do like the old. I like the different look. That I like that it does look old. It does all of those things.
Yeah,
those helmets are fire. The helmets are fire. So the helmets for me make up the whole. I don't even care about anything else. I'm like, you see those yellow helmets though? Love the helmets. And so I mean, they're fine. They're definitely throwback. They're fine. Yeah. It just looks like a transformer to me.
Are we all throwing on the 1930s garb when we go to the game though? That's the real question. Like when we got that Sunday Night Football versus Green Bay, right? October 26th, whenever we're watching that game, whether you're in the stadium or if you're at your house, you're at the sports bar, you're at your friend's place, wherever you're at, Are we throwing on 1930s garb? I want to. We could cosplay this thing. All right, everybody, just if you're part of Steelers Nation, dress like you're from the 1930s. All right,
well,
go out
let's
there.
be honest,
I think that'd be cool. I think it'd be cool.
Moats, that's not fair. What were women wearing in the 30s?
All right, you might have to. Okay. All right, fair enough. All right, but it's the 30s though. Look, make a hybrid 30. Make it a hybrid 30. Okay,
Yeah. I'm like, I was thinking, I'm like, man, we look like Transformers. I love Transformers. Like, I love it. But I'm like, just give us
it's Bumblebee. It's Bumblebee. That's like one of the best ones too. Yeah.
Give us what we want. We want Bumblebees back. That's what we want. And again, we want bumblebees. We want block letters. Yeah. I want the Steelers logo on both helmets. They're never going to do anything I want to do. But I'm just saying.
Now, how do you feel about the pants though? Because I know I've seen in the chat, man, some people aren't feeling the pants. The beige that it's a little dingy. It's just, I like it though. Like I said, it's super old school, super stank.
Correct.
It's old school, it's stank.
Yeah. If it's, you know what it actually, do you ever watch like a random lacrosse commercial? Okay, and they're always wearing those khaki-like pants. Yeah, so that's why it makes me, I feel like this, it feels like a lacrosse like player outfit. That's what it feels like to me. So I feel like if they wear the hat with a little chain thing, it would be just like a lacrosse player. Or wait, is it lacrosse? Cricket. Yeah. What is the thing where they're on the horses? What is that? What is that thing where they're on the horses?
It's one of right where they got the helmet.
Yeah, is it lacrosse? What is it?
So I know lacrosse they wear helmets too, and then I know what the horse riding got the helmets too. Helmet.
Yeah, where they hit the ball on. Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, that's polo. Is that polo? That's polo, right? I think it's polo.
Whatever it is, that's what they look like. Yeah, it's one of them. That's what those outfits. That's what that uniform looks like to me. It looks like a polo outfit. If that's the game, that's what it looks like to me.
Let's go.
Yeah, it looks like I can't afford it. Actually, it looks like I will be at home watching the game because I can't afford it. Okay.
I just like the fact that, like I say, they keep it as spicy. All right, they came back with the gold domes, and I needed to get your thoughts on this too, man, because obviously when I first came to Steelers Nation, I was over here. Oh, it's yellow, black and yellow, and there was quick to correct me, it's gold. So can we talk, because the helmet, this is the Steelers description now, mind you. It said a gold helmet, and then the description says it's matte yellow paint. Can't make this up. I'm like, hold on now. I'm not tripping. This is out the Steelers mouth. Okay, let me pull this thing up, man. I'm gonna make sure I want to read it verbatim to you. Okay, I don't want to get a trophy for this. I'm gonna read it verbatim. Let me pull this thing on up. Hold on, come here.
Very lightly here.
Yeah. Because I was like, I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page with this thing. Okay, I'm gonna make sure we're all on the same page. That's all I'm trying to do. All right. Yeah, but that says matte gold helmet.
So I think the problem is if you've been a Steelers fan before 2000, I think you call it gold. I think that's how this works. And then if you're a fan after 2000, I think you call it yellow. But I think to our core, I think we all know it's gold. But everywhere they place it, they call it yellow.
Yellow, yeah.
So again, like, why do they do this to us, right? We want even a different safety, and you go get this guy. We want this. You go get this guy. I'm like, you guys are really testing my ability to use my brain here.
Yeah.
So
we're on this. As long as I just want to make sure that as long as I heard it from you, all right. That's my new thing. I'm just gonna ask like fans that have been fans longer than I've been. You know what I mean? Because I was new. I told you. 2014 is when it starts for me, and then on, all right? I wasn't the diehard lifelong. I woke up bored into this thing, dog. I came over, all right? Yeah, they called me. I got adopted into the family. So there are still things that I'm learning. They call me, I'm the half-blood king is what they call me, okay? They say if you were drafted here, then you're a pure blood, okay? I'm a half-blood because I came over in free agency, all right? But it's all good because they say they love me. They say I'm like their favorite half-blood, okay? So I appreciate that, all right?
So you're welcomed. Okay,
I'm a welcome half-blood.
So if that's the case, you need to it's always gold for you then. Like, this is a hot button.
I say gold because I'm nervous. Yeah. I'm like gold. But gold. Don't get me in trouble.
Down inside, when you're teaching your kids, you're saying it's yellow. Like, so I'm just saying. Like, yo, if you said gold to your child, they would fail the test.
I got the yellow crayon, and I got the helmet that says it's gold, and then I got this Saints helmet, and just leave it alone. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. That's what I always tell people. I'm like, listen, it is a combination. Oh my gosh, by the way, Mafia Sports Report just popped up.
Yeah.
He is a Bills fan.
Oh, let's get him up here real quick.
Yeah,
where you at? All right.
Yeah, so anyways, just shout out to him.
Yeah, I told you, shout out to Mafia Sports over here. Let's get it. Let's get it.
My channel. So he probably remembers when he used to play at Buffalo, by the way.
Shout out, man. Bills Mafia in the building. Yeah.
So anyways, just calling that out. But yeah, so that's why, and yes, I will DM you. Don't worry, I got you. But that's why
a woman of the people. There it is. Yeah. You just like it's a man of the people. I'm like, you're a woman of the people now. You're a woman of the people. Yeah.
Yes. Before anybody asks, it's really flawed at all platforms. Okay, it's all platforms.
It is. Yeah.
So yeah, he just put in there. He remembers you. So it is as a fan, as long as you know it's gold, right? As long as you know it's gold.
Yeah.
But don't say that shit all alone. It's yellow.
Even though our big song for Wiz, black yellow.
No, even I
know.
Time somebody was like, the team that you know their color is gold, and I was like, so I did. I started asking people. I'm like, well, what do you think the Steelers colors are? What do you? Nobody said gold.
Yeah,
the Saints are gold.
Mm-hmm.
That's gold.
Look, we was all singing that Wiz Khalifa 2010. That Wiz Khalifa anthem. We all sung it to our core.
Can I state the obvious, Mose? The bridge leading to the stadium is
gold. Nope, it's gold. It's gold.
It's gold. That was gold.
It's gold. It's yellow gold. Yep, it's yellow gold. That's what it's gold. It's for sure gold. Yep. I don't care what you say. I just drove by yesterday. I was like, this is a beautiful gold bridge. Shout out to this traffic. It's a beautiful gold bridge. All right, it's gold. Yeah. Yep.
This is the gold yellow bridge.
Yep, it's the goldest yellow bridge I've ever seen, man. I love it.
That is
hilarious. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So anyways, so the color is officially gold.
Yep. We're sticking with it. And that's the end of it. We say full stop, period. All right. It's the end of it. It's ours. It's gold. It's gold bridge. Gold and yellow. Yep. It's beautiful gold yellow. Beautiful gold yellow. I ain't never seen no gold yellow look that good in my life. It's real nice.
Oh my goodness.
Next time y'all in town, man, make sure y'all walk across that beautiful gold, that yellowish gold build, that bridge. You can't miss it. It's yellow and gold at the same time. All right. Can't miss it. It's a beautiful thing to walk over. Get the river right there, the Monogamella. I don't know how to say the river, all right, but that river is right there. Just check it out, okay? In the stadium. Boom.
Did you just try to say the name of the river?
Hey, yo, you got chill. You got chill.
Oh, it's funny.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I've been living in Pittsburgh since 2014. Funny. I might have only said that name right maybe once in my whole lifetime. All right. It gets worse and worse. I
respect that you went for it. Like you really.
You just throw it out there. You hope if you say it fast enough, it'll like blend right. You're like, oh, I know that one. Yeah. Like, yeah, that one. Yep. Shit.
Okay. You tried it. Hey, at least you attempted it. I wouldn't even attempt it.
It's little things. All right.
I like it. Okay. You haven't lost your competitiveness. I like it.
Yeah, it is.
I like it.
Come on. Yeah. No, speaking of not losing competitiveness, we also didn't lose our best defensive player. Actually, maybe our best player on our roster, TJ Watt. We have been called.
Can I argue something with you?
Talk to me.
Would you think TJ Watt is the best player on the roster, or do you think Chris Boswell's the best player?
Oh, great!
When you think about last year, who do you think is like our most consistent, our go-to, our savior?
Listen, when you break it down like that, and specifically last year, how do you not say Chris Boswell, man? How do you not? I know he plays kicker, but let's be real. The consistency, the reliability, we know when we cross midfield, we have points. We are guaranteed to get 3 points.
Yeah.
Now, we're guaranteed to get 3 points. So absolutely, I do. And I'm Team Boz. Literally, just seen Boz the other day. He looked good. He's ready to go. All right, look good. He's ready to go. But yeah, I'm Team Boz. The thing is this, I gotta argue like two of my former guys. I'm like real biased to any of my former teammates. Fair. And right now I got 3 left. Cam, Boz, and TJ. Last of a dying breed out there right now. I'm over here like, y'all keep going. All right, y'all the best. I don't care what nobody say. I'm always y'all, man. I'm always biased to y'all, man. But I'm like, oh, you got Boz and TJ. Dang.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if we remove the Boz element in terms of, what he does as a skilled player, that skill of kicking and the consistency with that, I look at TJ and I just say, man, what we have to ask of him to do during those games, to me, I'm like, yeah, he's been our best player. Like I said, Boz, we putting you over here. You're in your own category, Boz. You're in your own category, okay?
So Boz,
I'm not taking
automatic.
Boz. Boz is on. I feel great when I see Boz. I'm like, yo, Boz is gonna make it.
Boz is our automatic. TJ is our heart. He makes us. He's like our guy. Like people felt offended that he wanted more money because they feel like he's like theirs.
Come on,
and I get it. I get it. And again, guys, I get it. Okay. I get that TJ Watt is the guy. Like I was just, this is a thing I do. Okay. I got it.
Look, Tanisha, I was laughing because I say, you want to see which one matters more? Nobody got upset when they was putting Justin Tucker above Chris Boswell on these lists. They put Myles Garrett above that list, TJ Watt, and we like to lose our mind.
Right. And that's all I'm saying. Mind. I feel like we all forget. Like we won 2 games last year because of our kicker, by the way.
Boz is the man.
2 whole games.
Boz is the man. Yes. You think about the past 3 years what Boz has been doing though, man. His accuracy over 50 plus. It's like, man, that dude is special. Yeah. But once again, I think I look at him and I say, man, it gets lost now because of how consistent he's been. But I love his story because he's another one of those NFL stories where this dude was cut. He was at home waiting on
the Giants.
He was Texans when he got cut from the Texans. I don't know where he got cut in between there, but then we brought him in. He was our 3rd kicker that year. And now from there, you look at what he was able to do and grow into. It's like, man, this the year where we go from a Sean Sweesham, Garrett Hartley, I think his last name was, and then we brought in Josh Scobie, right? You remember him from Jacksonville?
Oh yeah. And I thought he was going to be the answer. I was ready for that.
We all Pro Bowl it. We all thought it. It was the Kevin Love. It was like, yo, you're great in non-pressure situations. Like, bruh, Minnesota, you giving us 20 and 20 double machine. We get to Cleveland. It's like, yo, just stand in the corner, bro. Just stand in the corner. Don't move. You like, bro, what is that, man? No, hit for 50 again, bro. Yeah. We all remember that Ravens game. Vic starts Baltimore Ravens game. We like, bro, you really missed 3 field goals, bro, within 30 yards, within 40 yards right now, bro. Oh yeah. Come on now. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And the other thing is too, is like, let's be honest. When else do we get to give kickers love? So I will always ride for Boz. I'm always going to kind of throw in there and be like,
kickers don't matter, but we like Boz. Kickers don't matter, but we like Boz.
Right. They don't matter until they do matter. And then you're like, oh God.
You know how I go. And you better not miss. You better not miss. You got one job. You better not miss.
Oh my gosh. And for the record, I'm happy we signed TJ Watt because I think, so I play this risk reward game. And I think that sometimes everyone is scared to do something because they're like, what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? And I'm like, what if it does? What if it does work? He's 31. Okay. Name another guy on the Pittsburgh Steelers roster today that you trust more than TJ Watt and probably Cam Hayward. Name a guy. Yeah. Somebody's got to get the money. Give it to TJ. Make him happy. What if he turns it up a notch? What if he's bad? Okay. Like, what do you want? So I feel like so many times, like we don't, and I think as people, we do this too, right? We live in our fear of what could happen and how bad it could be. It could be bad. It could be embarrassing. It could suck. And people are like, well, TJ's washed. He's old. He's this. And I'm like, oh, that can be true. And still pay the man because we're not paying quarterback right now. So just pay him.
I think the other part too is like you just said, a lot of people, especially in this time frame, because you're projecting when you get the contract, right? Is this a good deal? Because what is it going to look like 3 years from now?
Right.
Well, it's like, well, shoot, we don't know what 3 years from now looks like, but what we do know is what this dude has done since he's been in the league. We do know what this dude has done when he's been healthy. We do know what this dude has done even on his quote unquote down year, 11 and a half sacks. Right. You start looking at your favorite pass rushers of all time. You start looking at your Steelers' favorite pass rushers of all time. And just look at how many times they've had 11 and a half or more sack seasons. And then you look at what TJ Watt is doing on a down year. It's like, yo, this dude is not anything that we have seen, man. So to act as if, well, you can't pay him that much. You've never had a pass rusher that's had 100 career sacks before in the history of the organization.
Period.
Joey Porter is the closest with 99.5, and he has 20 of those from a Miami and Arizona. So it's like you can't treat TJ like he's a regular dude when he's not.
Exactly.
And I'm like, man, the last time you paid him, what did he do? Went out there, tied the sack record, went out there, defensive player of the year, went out there. It was absolutely just destroying people week in and week out. Why should that change? That's how I'm looking at this thing. That doesn't have to change. And pass rushers are definitely playing 34, 35. That's the other part of it.
That's true too.
I don't see anything that makes me feel like, man, this dude's game is going to fall off a cliff. He's going to forget how to rush the passer. No, in fact, I look at the fact that we even brought in a Jag Sawyer along with the Nick Herbert, and I say that prolongs TJ. Because now, okay, maybe TJ doesn't have to stay on the field every single time because you got a young guy that can go out there and give him a break or two. And now, instead of him having to play 80 snaps, maybe he's only playing 60 snaps. And what if those 60, though, are his best 60 we talking about versus 60 dominant ones, 10, and then you got 10 where you're just like, hey, bro, where are you at? And those 10 where you at happened in the fourth quarter. And it's November, it's December. And we're like, yo, what is it? It's like, that's what we're trying to avoid. It's what we're trying to kind of offset, so to speak, while still making sure that we let TJ know, yes, we still view you as a better player than Myles Garrett, regardless of how much he got paid, regardless of his defensive player of the year trophy. We know you're the guy. And we're going to make sure that everybody in the league knows you're the guy. Now, what happens with Parsons happens with Parsons. It is what it is. But we're going to make sure that you are the highest paid non-quarterback in the history of it while we got this opportunity. And that's why I was, like I said, in support of it. We can get into, whoa, what if it goes bad? And then I'll hit you with what if it goes good?
That's what I always say. We always are like, what if it messes up? What if it's wrong? What if
he doesn't get 10 sacks? Well, what if he gets 23.5? What if he does that? Then what are we saying? What are we saying?
We never
don't tell me he can't because he already done it.
My thing too, I've been telling people, tell me who else you wanted the Steelers to pay then.
Yeah.
Tell me. Name 2 guys. You can't.
Yeah. That's TJ, man.
So it's TJ Watt. Again, we feel like he belongs to us, right? Because as fans, that's how we are. He's our guy. Yeah. He's our program. He's our guy.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. They paid him. Good for him. Yeah. Good for him. So
they said we want happy TJ. We don't want TJ worried like, yo, he's not practicing, he's not talking to nobody, he's not showing up. Like that's not what you want. That is not what you want.
So I also, again, though, unprecedented, like again, the Steelers, and I just shout out to us. Because every time we go to scheduling something, here comes a move. We go to schedule something, here comes Aaron Rodgers. We go to schedule something, here comes a big old move we're losing Minka, we're gaining Jalen Ramsey.
You forgot about the Rodgers part because so much has happened since we've started doing this. Like, we did start this on Rodgers.
Every time we're like, hey, we're gonna schedule this, whatever. Somebody else happens. Wild. This happened. TJ Watt got signed when we were like, hey, are we about to? And then it's like, by the way, here comes TJ Watt. So hey, that's why I said next week send me a message, okay? Because we need this wide receiver too. So we need.
He said Terry McLaurin is coming over from the Washington. I don't know which team they're gonna be named when the season gets here, but the Washington team. All right, shout out to Terry McLaurin.
That is a whole disaster. But shout out to whoever's petty at Washington for the Commanders that has now their whole stadium with the W's.
You see it lined up.
Yeah. Shout out to them. I love that petty. If you could be petty with how much money you have, petty.
Yeah. You're like, you know what? Petty. You don't like the name. You don't like what we're called. Watch this.
Yeah, deck out the whole locker. By the way, okay. Here's my normal occurrence where I have to go on my little 5-second thing. Pittsburgh Steelers Fix your locker rooms, okay? Fix your locker rooms. Do better. They're old. This is embarrassing. Fix your locker rooms. Fix your food. Fix it. Thank you. The end. I'm done.
There it is. She's been reading the reports. She sees the report card. All right. I'm out of this. She sees the report card. The report card is the report card. That's the players that have voted upon that. And that's 2025 players, 2024 players, 2023 players. All right. So just you see, I'm just like y'all know. Y'all see what it is. Okay. But the report card is what the report card is. I'm innocent. I was reacting to it. All right. Yeah. But the report card is what the report card is. And that's what amongst the players. Active players.
Over and over and over.
Over and over. Yes.
Yes.
We do have
like this
reoccurring green right now.
Still look the same as when Mose was playing. Okay. That's what they were saying. Okay. You could probably go to the locker and be like, this spot was
you said Mose. I'm like, yo, it's dudes that was here long before me. Be like, it's still at the same. Yeah, bro. You see that name tag? That's new.
Can we get some like illuminating lights or something? Like, come on, guys. Fix the freaking locker room.
Yeah.
Anyways,
hey. Like I said, football first, man. It's all about the football first, baby.
Okay, well then win a playoff game.
And that's what we need.
And look, then I won't complain.
Aaron, I need it. Aaron, come on, Aaron. We done found you. We done went to the darkness for you. We done waited for you. We've been eating butter only for you. All right, we're doing all the ayahuasca and everything else just for you. Okay, just for you. Please, pretty please.
That's all we ask.
Pretty please. You had all of us nervous as heck on draft night when we waited all the way to the 6th round to take a quarterback just for you. Just for you. So yes, I need you to be the answer to that playoff. Yeah.
I have a very small ass.
Yes, because Tanisha, it's to the point where I'm like, we keep doing this. Oh, when was the last playoff win? Back 2016. Like, most when last time he's playing? Back when I was out there, 2016, 2017. Like, hold on, bro. We got to get a win. Now, we going on way too long.
ASAP.
Like, way too long. We talk about 10. We talk to be 10 years. This is way. We passed that. ASAP. We got to be past that. Got to be past that. Yeah, absolutely. So, absolutely.
Anyways, every show I do, I feel like I have to complain about the locker room. So, as if I step foot in them ever.
I can dig it though. I can dig it. Trust me, I can dig it. And oddly enough, there are still some stadiums out there. Well, actually, I don't know right now because the last one was San Diego. I was like, yo, when the Chargers with San Diego,
that's what I'm saying.
I was like, for a fact, theirs was worse, which is crazy.
No, they said we're the worst.
I know ours is the worst now, but I'm saying before San Diego moved to LA, before they moved to LA, yeah, that's why I was like, it might have changed. I was like, it could have changed by now, but I was like, I know when I was still playing, I was like, it was only like a handful that I thought was even in the conversation of ours. Got it. Yeah, I'm like, they've already upgraded by moving, and that's the thing where we're saying like, okay, if everybody's upgrading. Buffalo had another, they super old school, they're upgraded. They're last year in their spot. It's like, all right, now, man, eventually we need some upgrades. Eventually. But we'll see.
Can we get the names that pop up like they're bright names? Like
she said, what you see that Dallas situation? That's like you in the VIP section at the locker room. You go to like, bro, like dog, all right, I see you.
and yeah, I'm just like, you're at home, but your locker rooms felt like you're away. That's terrible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, anyways, that's right. I always have to.
That's true.
So now I feel better.
I like it. I like it. I'm glad you got off your chest. But it's safe space right here. Safe space. Get off your chest. All right.
I feel very safe.
There we go. There we go. All right. Got a couple other super chats that came in here. All right. I'm going to try to interpret what my man Justin Gordon is saying over here. Let's see. He says, shout out to you though, man, for the super chat. He says, people eyeing at the, I think he says people are eyeing or having an issue with the additions in Mike T. He says, I'm looking at the coordinators, Arthur Smith, especially his offense was worse than Matt Canada to start games. And he says, Warren Sharp stats are coming in terms of, I guess he has some analytics to support how the starts of the game for Arthur Smith were worse than Matt Canada.
They were so bad. They were so bad.
Yeah. We went through a phase where, as I see, I know with Matt Canada, didn't we have it was like 14 weeks or however many weeks it was without having an opening play or opening drive, like scoring an opening drive. So I know we had that, but I thought that at least got put to rest at some point last year with Russ, if I remember correctly. It was like late, but no, maybe not. Okay.
It was still pretty bad.
Okay. Because I thought it was one, but I could have been off. All right. And then he follows up. Shout out to Justin Gordon. He follows up with his stats right. He says Steelers were the NFL worst offense on first down and 30th in first quarter. He says Arthur Smith, and spell Arthur the right way. Don't you disrespect us ARTHUR guys with this AURTHOR. It's not much that I take offense to, okay? But you're going to spell our names right. It's not a lot of us out there, okay? Me, Arthur Smith, and then you got King Arthur, and then you got the little anteater Arthur. All right, shout out to PBS, okay? Spell us the right way. ARTHUR. Dang on. He says the first play, 4.5 yards per attempt. He says that's 32nd success rate, 34%. And then he says 31st in terms of minus 0.9 EPA per play, 28th 0.92 points per play. First quarter drives, Calvin Austin averaged 1.17 points per drive. All right. Okay. All right.
All I know is
all your analytics. I was about to say, yeah.
So as I'm looking at this and putting on my what I think he's saying is first down, we were terrible. In the first quarter, we were terrible.
Mainly first quarter is what I'm looking at right here, right? Yeah.
And super first play for super.
He's saying we're getting like 4.5 yards per first play of the game. Is
because it was always a run, right? It was always a run. It was always a run.
I think that's what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah. It was always
4.5 was more. Yeah. 4.5 was more on line with runs. Whereas we talk about the pass, that's where you're getting the 7s, the 10s, the 12, stuff like that. But yeah,
we love to pass. We love the run plays.
Yeah.
But
you know they're gonna run that route. Yeah.
We were bad. We were bad in the first quarter. We were bad in the first possession. Yeah. We were bad. We had no consistency. Our play calls, everybody knew them. It was stale. It was bad. It was stale. We brought in Cordell Patterson all the time, which I still don't understand. We did things that just didn't make sense. I don't even know if I was to ask a question. I'm a question asker. I don't even know what question I would ask. I would be like,
ask it. I love the question.
I would be like, what was that? Yeah. What did y'all practice? Like, why did y'all think that was going to work? I guess would maybe be my question. But it was bad.
I like it. Well, look, Justin Gordon is also with you. And shout out to your other super chat as well. He says, how does Arthur Smith fix the anemic offense? So there you go. Y'all both are kind of in that same vein with the questions. I look at it, I say this, man. A couple of things is this. O-line have to be better up front. No, it doesn't matter what quarterback we put out there. It doesn't matter what you're trying to do from a philosophical standpoint or even a strategy standpoint if you can't win up front. And what I mean is when we're trying to run the ball, it can't be that you're running to the brick wall. We know that part of that is the talent. The other part is the quarterback play, but they both go hand in hand. So every week you're making yourself one-dimensional just off of that. Now, when we get into the inconsistency of the quarterback situation, the past we know how many years this has been going on, but specifically last year, we had two separate offenses, right? You have the Justin Fields approach the first 6 weeks, and then you have the Russ approach the remainder of the season. But more importantly, it just didn't look like they ever fully were able to lock in with one and build that whole thing out. Right. We talk about the training camp situation. Russ gets hurt the first day. He doesn't do any training camp. He played, was that 2 series of a preseason game where he was hurt even in that? And other than that, you don't see him for 6 weeks. So it's like you're shifting your offense one way, and then you feel comfortable with Justin Fields. And we want to lean into that, but then you shift it back. And now you're trying to figure out yourself internally while trying to figure out who you're playing against in season. And that's just a recipe for disaster. As you can see, you're more so going to be treading water versus gaining ground and actually like improving. And we kind of saw that as well, where it was like, all right, offensively, hey, man, we finally get to that Bengals game. And then it's like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
Because you're still trying to figure things out. But as the road gets narrow in the late end of the season, where so much information out there on teams, you trying to figure out what your identity is. You're trying to figure out, are we this first or that first? Yeah, you're not going to be able to have sustained success at this level. So to me, I say, man, a couple of these in terms of how Arthur Smith and more importantly, how this offense will look better this year. O-line. If the O-line can at least do the bare minimum of giving Rodgers time, him above the neck, him in his worst season will have us still in that 11 win. And I already know how you predicted the season. I mean, shoot, listen to you, man. You got us coming out hot. All right. Hot. Shout out to you. Okay. Hot. But when I look at Rodgers, I say, man, he needs time because he is not the Rodgers from 10 years ago or even 5 years ago where he's ultra mobile, but he is still good enough if given time. Next thing I say is this: lean on the Caleb Johnson, Jaylen Warren, but also now that you got a guy that you're going to have all training camp with, Lord willing, no injuries. But now that you got a guy that you're going to have all training camp with, to build a relationship with, to build that trust with, to understand and get on the same page mentally, now you can trust Rodgers to say, man, check this play at the line. And if DK has a matchup, man, check it and let him actually throw that. Let him actually do that, because those were the reports that also came out following that Bengals game that do have some validity to them, where there was a little bit of handcuffing going on with what the quarterback was allowed to do in terms of checking plays. When you're taking that out of a Russell Wilson, you're taking away a certain part of what makes him him. And the same could be said for Rodgers. If you're taking Rodgers and saying you're not allowed to check at the line, you're basically saying, I don't need your mind anymore. I don't need your veteran experience anymore. What I'm calling is going to be perfect every single time. And unfortunately, that's not the case right now. I think that you do got to allow Aaron Rodgers to trust his eyes. You do got to allow Aaron Rodgers when he comes to the line of scrimmage and he says, man, that safety is not going to stay there. I'm going to call this call right here. He has to be able to do that and not feel like, man, it's going to be an argument or it's going to be some type of, man, they're viewing me differently or the coordinators viewing me differently because he didn't call this. We got to remove that ego, that pride part out of it. And I think if those things can happen the right way, I think this offense will be a lot better, especially early in these games on first downs. And that would also help this defense out way more.
Correct.
Because that stat that we brought up about how quickly they're, not getting first downs or they're not scoring points or their average play per their average yards per play in those first quarters and those first couple of series, that means your defense is playing a lot more snaps early on. That means your defense is having to burn a little bit more extra. And now when the offense would finally get it going, right? When we would get enamored with the Kenny Pickett late game heroes, right? Or the, hey, man, it's going to be a late game drive. It's like, man, well, what about all these extra plays that this defense has had to play every single week? Yeah. And that adds up. That's the thing that it works both ways. So when I look at this offense, I say, man, those are the things that I think will help them. And those are things we have to lean on for them to not repeat what we've seen this past year or in years past. But more importantly, I think it'll also have an added impact on the defense as well. But it's still funny, man. As bad as the offense was last year, still was better than what we saw with Matt Canada. And that was the other part. It's like, man, we could say how we went analytically about the hyper focused on first quarter or first possession. But, man, we never saw offense score the amount of points we saw score with, Arthur Smith. Never did.
Yeah.
Heck,
and that, but hey,
so yeah,
that's why I call us elite average. That's why I call us elite average, right? Yeah. It's like, it's like we're improving to the elite part of the average part. Now we need to improve.
They're right on the edge of it.
Team.
Come on, man. Right. You see it, right?
Like, right there. So we need one thing to be a good team. It's like,
because I'm looking at it, I'm like, we look at this like, it's not a world beater. This isn't great, but we're like, you mean to tell me you want to go back to Matt Canada?
No. Has anybody said that?
Well, I started to spin the block with my man Justin Gordon. I'm like, you're bringing up a lot of these Arthur Smith not better than Matt Canada in this situation. Are you saying that you preferred that approach?
He didn't mean it.
He ain't mean it. I know he won't mean it, but I'm just saying it's like when we bring it up because it's like, all right, we're just gonna focus on that one portion of it, and if that's all we're focused on, we don't care about what happens after that. It's like, are we saying that is what we would want? Because to me, I'm like, I think that both things can be true. Could Matt Canada have been better in that portion? Sure. And we would all agree that that still wasn't good, even in that space. But can't act like the offense was absolutely just atrocious all season. I'm not going there either. It's like, we had moments. It's not what we're on the edge of the Killer B era. When this is the next era following Killer B, when you're scoring 30 routinely, this is what it's always going to feel like. When you hear us talk about how does this team win 10 games annually, but we're not scoring more than 24 points, how does that work? This defense isn't great, but it's great at the same time. How does that work? It's like, there you go. All right.
Yeah. Elite average.
Elite average.
Elite average. There's no other way to describe it. That we do average better than anyone. Like the level of average we are able to turn out year after year after year. It is remarkable. Like it is remarkable. That's why nobody ever knows where to put us. They're just kind of like,
and it doesn't make sense when you look at the rosters. When you look at our rosters these past couple of years, and then you look at how the season ends. It's like, it doesn't even match. It doesn't match. Where you're like, how did you get that out of this? And then when you talk about the storyline of how many quarterbacks did y'all use? How many this did y'all use? You said Najee never had a run over 30 yards. You said this, but yet what? And he still got to 1,000, and then they still had that. And then GP, we didn't have 1,000, but he was like, it's like, and y'all won how many games? How did y'all do that? How?
That's how. And that's why it's hard though for us fans to not have high expectations all the time, because we're like, we think we got better. So if we think we got better and we did that, like, why would we not be better? And then the year ends and we're like, maybe we're still not good.
Yep. And that's why I'm looking at this right now. And I'm like, we have a lot of new pieces. But even with these new pieces, it's like historically they've been massive names. But at this stage, we would all agree they're not. This isn't the Rodgers when he was back-to-back MVP. This isn't the Jalen Ramsey when he was winning the Super Bowl, right? This isn't Darius Slay when he was in Detroit and he was like Mr. Lock You Down, Mr. Man-to-Man. Like, these are older players, but we're still hopeful that we can get enough of the vets with enough improvement from these younger dudes, right? The JPJs of the world, the Calvins and Romans of the world. We're hopeful that, all right, we can get that blend, but that's the name of the game right now.
Yeah.
And I think that that's why we all got that feeling of, all right, are we nice or are we trash? Because I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah,
like I will say we should be nice, but we feel like we might be bad. I don't know.
The one thing we all agree on, and anybody that watches football will probably agree with this, is it's going to start with that offensive line. If that offensive line doesn't get better, we're in trouble because we have an older quarterback who is not nearly as mobile as anything that we had last year.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's the thing. And like you said, we just have to get first downs. We just have to stay on the field another drive. We just have to, it's that one little thing is going to help our defense. Like, just give me, sustain it, please. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care.
Because honestly, it's a difference, like, in terms of sustaining drives versus like, hey, don't turn the ball over, don't kill us. Like, you'll hear Coach Tomlin say, don't kill us, meaning basically, we're gonna run your 3 players on offense. If you get a first down, great, but just don't turn the ball over. We're gonna lean on defense. Yeah. That's a way different mindset than, man, we're trying to control the clock. We're trying to sustain this drive. We're just trying to march. We're not trying to like quick strike you, but we want to get the 10 to 12, 13 play drive. To me, those are two different mindsets. I think we're trying to sustain a drive mindset is just as impactful. It can really get you where you want to be. And like you said, arrest your defense versus this mindset of, hey, defense, we're gonna lean on you the whole time. You know what this is. Just hey, if y'all get something, great. But if not, great. It's like, no. That can't be the case no more, man. We can't. And you hear him talk like that. They didn't kill us. They didn't kill us. Don't kill us this week. Just don't kill us. They ain't turn on. It's like, no. We need more out of it. And that's what we're hopeful of with Aaron Rodgers. So we gonna see, man.
Yeah. Take a little bit of risk.
Yeah.
Take a little bit. But like I've said from the beginning, as soon as the offseason started, I said, get more talent and we got to evolve. And I think we've gotten talent and now I need to see us evolve. I'm not going to bring up managing the clock, Steelers fans. I understand. I'm not going to bring it up. I will let it be. But we also
have the challenge. Are we throwing the challenge flag this year? Or do we just all right, we put clock management from you, and I'm gonna take that challenge flag. We set that over there till next time. Yeah.
I think I made a video and I was like, hire me, please, just to be on the sideline and call the timeout. I will call them. Time out.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
My man said, that's how I'm gonna roll over the next week, bro. I gotta save this, man. Just chill. I'm gonna take it next week with me. No, it don't work like that. Just wait. Just trust me, it does. No, it don't. It don't. I promise it don't, coach.
I'm so tired of seeing us going into halftime with the 3 bubbles still highlighted. I'm like,
they look pretty though. They look pretty. They look really nice. They be all color coordinated, just pop up on the screen. I'm like, yo, y'all did a great job, Fox, ESPN. Y'all did a great job, whoever it was. Like, yeah, but we don't like to use them. I don't know why.
No, we don't like timeout. Who needs a timeout? Why do we need a timeout? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, we just keep going, man. All gas, no brakes. You know the deal. Yeah.
Oh my God. But I love them.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
But Dad, I love him. He's so great.
Like, it's gonna work out. It's gonna be perfect. I promise it's gonna work out. Like, no, just flaw right here. All right, this might be a flaw. This could be an issue down the line. Just throwing it out there. All right.
Yeah. Just remember that red flag. That's what I always say. Like, remember remember that that's a thing. The other thing is, when's the first preseason game? Is it the 7th? So not this week.
Yeah. So 2 weeks from now. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Let me get the exact. Let me pull it up. Should be. Oh, actually on the 9th. That's Saturday. Yeah, Jacksonville.
Okay.
Yep. On the road in Jacksonville. That's what I knew it was up there. Yeah. Heck yeah. Okay. So we right around the corner. Yeah. Shoot, I just realized, man, we've been on this thing for a minute too.
We do.
Holy sweet. Hey, look, you just let me. Why you let me ramble? I'm looking. Yo, is it? I was like, oh,
hey,
my bad.
That's you got this. No, you got this. But I always tell him, like, I can ramble I can talk about football all day.
I know. Look, I was like, yo, it's really that thing. It's 5:30. That clock's at 5:30. Or 4:30 for the Central Standard Time people. All right, 4:30. I was like, oh no, right, shut up. All right. Well, all good. When we get into the back end of this thing, all right, ladies and gents, this is the final thing. All right, it's the final thing. I'm not gonna ramble anymore. I'm just gonna get it, and we're gonna do it the right way. But in the midst of that, make sure you hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe either if you're new to both channels. All right, there we go. All right, that was my last little bit of ramble. But here we go. 2025 NFL top 100 players list is constantly getting rolled out as we speak daily. I think they're like low 60s right now, last time I checked. All right. Yep. But more importantly, we got 3 guys thus far that have been named up there. Cam Hayward coming on the list at number 83. Patrick Queen, shout out to PQ, number 75 on the list. And then the new addition to the black and gold, Jalen Ramsey, coming at number 66 on that list as well. Just want to get your thoughts, man. Having 3 of those dudes be on the top 100 NFL players list for the 2025 year. And if there's anybody else you're anticipating joining this top 100 list also as the rollout continues.
Yeah, so I think anytime you get on a top anything list that is like that, where your peers vote you in and things like that, I think it's fantastic. So like shout out to those guys. And Cam Hayward, like how long has that man been on the list?
Come on, man. That's Killer Cam right there now.
It's like his list. He's just on the list everywhere. So shout out to those guys. Obviously TJ Watt is going to be on the list. It'll be interesting to see where he's at. I'm curious to see if they're going to throw Aaron Rodgers on that list. I'm curious to know if they're going to leave him off. I know. I'm curious because I remember Rodgers. Yeah. So I'm just curious to know if he's going to graze the list at all. I'm curious if anybody would have voted him in. And then if I'm on, has DK been announced yet?
Not yet. So
he'll probably be on there too.
Yeah.
Those are kind of the ones I'm thinking. I don't know about Rodgers though.
Okay. No. We don't care about kickers all of a sudden?
Oh, Boz is in there. Listen, no, Boz. Like, no, Boz. Yeah, like so. Anytime I talk about the Steelers, like I'm starting with Boz. Like he's like he's in there. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how like yeah, like you know how like when you're with somebody and you're showing up and you don't even announce they're coming, it's just like guaranteed. Like Boz is in there.
Come on, bro.
He's in there. Like he's a part of me. Okay. If I say Steelers, just know that means Chris Boswell and everybody else. Yeah. That's kind of how I'm riding with Boz.
Okay, because I'm like, Boz. I'm like, we should have 3. I'm like TJ, Boz, and I feel like Rodgers. Even his down year league wide is still a up year. And I think for him, man, the respect they have for him, what he's done in his league, I think he'll be in them 50s. Like that's why I think he's gonna be in that range. And also look, and I say from a player's perspective, with the NFL 100 list, is weird because like we'll do it both ways. We, lean on what you currently did in terms of all right, the newer guys, right? Or if you're making a jump up on the list. But then there are certain guys where like, yeah, that's a legacy player, man. Like he is on the list.
He's on the list
because he is nice. Like that's Rodgers. And we look at like Rodgers, one of those dudes, but I don't think he's going to be crazy high though. But I do feel like he will be on that list. I think, like I said, in that 50 range, that's kind of where I would put him at just based off of what he currently did last season. But there are going to be players that take into context. That was his first year back from an Achilles injury, man. True. 40 plus years, no Achilles, fired coach, the chaos and everything that's going on. Granted, he was a large part of the chaos, but it was like still, even with that, you still were less than 200 yards away from throwing for 4,000 yards again. And you were still, was it 2, almost 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio?
Yeah. So he'll probably be on there.
You see what I'm saying? Like those are things where it's like, and it's still Aaron Rodgers. That's the other part. Like the same reason why we all sat here, waited patiently all these days for him to sign. We're like, I'm not waiting against anybody else, but it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, we were like, this is so ridiculous, but I get it. But it's
Aaron Rodgers. It's Rodgers.
Keep waiting.
That's why I feel like he will make the list. I think that a lot of even just NFL guys, we think the same in the sense of we put Rodgers like he's revered. You know what I mean? Like in terms of how we view his talent, his production, and just the longevity with it as well. So like I said, I do think that he'll be up there, but that'd be crazy to have 6 of these players on this top 100 list, though, man. Like, because we for sure know we got another one. TJ for sure is going to make this. So we know we got 4. Boz has to be on the list. Yeah. Like y'all put kickers up there, so Boz has to be up there. And I'm just like, all right, we said nice. We looking good. So
I love it. I love it. Shout out to the Steelers, man. Like, what a great, just what like a great franchise, great organization. We have Mike Tomlin is our coach.
Come on now.
Like, you know how big of a flex that is? Like, Mike Tomlin is our coach. Like, just shout out to us, because I don't think we realize, and I say this all the time, I'm a privileged football fan because I get to cheer for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that is a privilege to cheer for them, because I could be cheering for some of these other franchises and I would be like, oh my gosh, what are we doing, guys? Is this normal?
Look, like, y'all really believe this? They really thought y'all cheer for this? Y'all show up for this? Why?
Yeah, like, y'all buying tickets?
Look, like, you know you don't have to cheer for this team just because you live here, right? You don't have to cheer for this team, man. Yeah.
I love it. So, like, shout out to us. Like, I love this franchise. I love everything about it. Do they frustrate me? Do they make me mad? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Would I go cheer for anybody else like I cheer for the Steelers? Absolutely not.
This
is my team. You know, this is my team with the gold, yellow bridges and all of that leading up to the stadium. Like,
perfect gold, yellow bridges. Perfect gold, yellow. All right. Yeah.
Sign me up for this. So I just needed to say that. Like, it's nice to be a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I will take elite average over what some of these organizations have been doing for the past 15 years any day of the week. So I know a lot of people think I say that and it's like rude or whatever. I'm like, that's consistency. Yeah. Like, that's impressive.
I mean, you think about with this team, I mean, we love them for a reason. You look at how much they win. I mean, it was 6 Super Bowl championships. We obviously know with Coach Tomlin, man, no season under 500 in 18 years. And it's just like, man, all right, we get it. Like, this is why we love them, but this is also why we crazy about them. Because y'all done showed us too much of a good time. All right.
Yep.
And when you show us too much of a good time, we got expectations for more good times. All right. That's so it. Yeah. Until I get my next good time, it's like, yo, we tripping. We tripping over here.
Right. And I will continue to complain about those locker rooms. Okay. I'm not gonna stop about the locker rooms. I'm not gonna stop. So we got to fix it.
I love it.
Anyways, I just want to give a shout out to the Steelers, because you know what? No matter what they do, no matter how frustrated they make it, like, that's my team. I'm riding with them.
Yeah.
And we're going to be good this year. So
it's happening. We're speaking into existence. We're speaking it. It will happen.
We're going to be fantastic.
It will happen. It's going to happen. I like it. I like it. That. All right. So anything you got on the back end of this thing before we go? Like I said, I'd have kept you. 41. I can't believe I didn't talk this. Oh my goodness. I'm just like, I
will be honest. I always thought it would be me. I always thought it would be me that would go really long. So no, when it was you, I was like, hey, cool. What other questions you got?
And I sent you the email and I felt confident. I'm like, I got the clock. We're good, guys. Y'all know I don't mess the clock up. I got
You're like, we're gonna be fine. You're like, it's gonna be an hour. You were like, it's gonna be an hour. I was like, cool. I'm here for the ride.
It's on me, coach. I did that one, coach. Bad clock management. What was the timeout? I was looking for the timeout. I put a coach T. All right. Clock management. Yeah, clock management. That's on me. I'll be better next week, guys. I'll be better next time.
I love that. I love that. I actually don't have anything to really ask or throw in or anything. I think my thing is obviously I just appreciate like being able to be on here, talk about the Steelers, talk about football, honestly.
Come on now.
Fun. And also, even though the chat gets a little rowdy, I do appreciate every single one of you, because I can't lie. There are sometimes I see messages and I do laugh. Okay. I do see them. And I do kind of laugh at them sometimes. So I will be honest and say that. But I just appreciate you like welcoming me over, doing this thing, naming this crossover. Shout out to you for that.
Man. We're crossing it over. All right. We get it going over here. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm just excited to like be talking to you and just to like do this throughout the season and things like that. So thank you for everyone for like welcoming me in. If you're interested, I know some people ask like, where's my page? My page is really flawed football. I'm really flawed everywhere. And it just keeps it simple and easy. But thank you for making us go extra. So now when I do it, I'm like, my bad.
I'm about to say, clearly you see over here. All right. Yeah. I thought I was a professional. Not happening there. All right. I got lost in the sauce. I was having a blast. Yeah. I was like, God, dog. But no, man, the feelings are definitely mutual though. All right. So I appreciate you as well, man, reaching out and even coming up with the concept to do the joint lives. And like I said, man, clearly, like I said, I know my channel, man, they have been enjoying your perspective on it. And like I said, man, I'm enjoying your new crowd as well. Well, shout out to the Really Flawed gang over there. All right. Yeah.
even know what to do yet. Like, because people are used to me like being in control of the thing. I'm like, I'm not in control of it. So sometimes, depending on how fast it's going, I can't see everything, so I lose track. So
no, that's real. And I'm over here like, dang, all right. Last time we did this, I didn't have to do anything. So I'm over here like, okay, am I doing this right? Did I touch the right thing? Did I shout this person out? All right, did I hit the right button? I was just all these little questions before. Is this right? What happens when I touch this button?
Yeah,
is that going to do that?
It's
yeah.
hard. Yeah, and that's the thing too. I just want to say, like, I know there's a lot of people because I'll kind of see the comments, and we can see each other's comments, but
they're all like mixed in.
But it's moving so fast that by the time it's hard, on our end, and it's not very big. It's hard to keep track of everything and everybody and who said what. So like, we're not ignoring you. It's just really hard to see the comments and who said what.
The only reason why we can see the supers is because it sticks out and they're like, well, highlighting its own like section. Yeah. Otherwise,
it's in its own tab. It's in its own tab. So anyways, I'm just throwing that out there because I know like last time we did this, somebody from my channel was like, you didn't get to any of my questions. I'm like, I couldn't see them.
That's real. So trust me, if we missed you, it was not intentional. All right. And if you keep coming on, we're going to get you. All right. The more you show up, the better your chances are. That's for sure. That's for sure the situation. All right.
And you know what we'll do? We will do something
talk to
where we can we'll figure out a way to flag it. And then at some point we'll say like at the last 10 minutes or something.
These are all the questions we're going to go through.
Yeah. Cause that's what I tried to do last time. But by the time I started flagging them, it was too late. I'd already missed so many comments. Yeah, I don't think there's a ton of comments on this thing. So we're
definitely gonna do that when you're hosting next time because I don't want that pressure. All right, that sounds like some real like technical pressure, and I ain't ready for that just yet. All right, I'm new. This is my second time. I'm new. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm seeking comfort early. I'm just when you the next one, so that you're trying on your side. All right.
Okay.
And then once you can tell me how to do it. All right.
Yeah, and then I'll show you. But no, seriously, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for having me on, and we'll do this again. Who knows? Maybe we'll come talk about our wide receiver 2 that we got.
Let's go. So like I said, man, well, it was an absolute blast. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody in the comment section, everybody that's viewing us live, and everybody that will be viewing us once this is, finished up and you're watching it on the playback as well. It doesn't matter how you watch it. Just make sure you watch it. Like we said, on the back end, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We appreciate you all. And until next time, peace.
Bye.